Hey everyone, welcome back to Master Your Money. Today, we're diving into a topic that's absolutely essential for your financial health. Emergency funds. Whether you're just starting your financial journey or reassessing your goals, understanding the importance of an emergency fund and knowing how much you actually need is crucial for achieving financial security. So, what exactly is an emergency fund? Simply put, it's your financial safety net, designed to cover unexpected expenses or emergencies that life throws your way. We're talking about things like sudden medical bills, urgent car repairs, or even the rent if you find yourself out of a job. It's that cushion that helps you navigate the unpredictability of life without spiraling into debt. Now let's get real for a moment. Without an emergency fund, any one of these situations can lead you straight into a financial tailspin. Imagine your car breaks down and you don't have the cash to fix it. Or worse, you lose your job and can't cover your bills. An emergency fund is your first line of defense against these kinds of crises. It gives you peace of mind and keeps you from making desperate financial decisions that can haunt you later. So, how much should you actually save? This is where it gets a bit more personal. Start by taking a hard look at your monthly expenses. Everything from rent or mortgage to groceries and utilities. And don't forget about any debts you're juggling. Yes, those pesky debts don't just disappear when your income does. You need to account for things like car payments, credit card bills, and student loans. Add all of these up to figure out what you need each month, not just to live, but to stay on top of your financial obligations. A good rule of thumb is to aim for 3 to 6 months' worth of these essential expenses. Now, let's talk about the steps to actually building your emergency fund. It might feel overwhelming at first, but remember, you can start small. Not everyone's financial situation is the same, and the urgency of building your fund should reflect your income stability and potential financial risks. If you have a stable job, you might be able to build your fund gradually. But if your income fluctuates, like if you're a freelancer or work in a volatile industry, you might want to prioritize saving more quickly to cushion against those rough patches. Once you've calculated how much you need to save in your emergency fund, the next step is setting this figure as your target. Next, determine how long it will take to reach this target. A well-structured budget becomes a vital tool at this point. By mapping out your income and expenses, you can see exactly where your money goes each month. A budget isn't just about tracking. It's about planning and identifying where you can cut back. Many people find that once they start budgeting, they can save more than they initially thought. Seeing all your expenses written down clarifies where you have leakages. Those unnoticed drains on your resources that, once addressed, can boost your savings rate significantly. For more on budgeting, watch our budgeting video. But here's a little nugget of wisdom. While you're working on building that emergency fund, it's also a smart move to tackle your debts. The less debt you have, the less you'll need saved to cover emergencies. Think about it. Each dollar you free up from debt payments can stretch your emergency fund a lot further. The core purpose of your emergency fund is risk mitigation. It's there to keep you afloat during interruptions to your income, whether that's job loss, unexpected health issues, or other financial shocks. So take some time to define what constitutes an emergency for you. Set strict guidelines to prevent yourself from dipping into these funds for non-emergencies. One of the biggest challenges people face is simply getting started. It can be so tempting to use these funds for things that aren't true emergencies. That's why it's crucial to stick to your criteria. And let me tell you, you'll be amazed at how quickly your fund can grow if you stay disciplined. Finally, remember that the goal of your emergency fund is to provide you with financial stability and reduce stress. Start wherever you are. No amount is too small to begin with. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. What strategies are you using to accelerate meeting your emergency fund goal? Share it in the comments section below. See you in the next video.